even if you made all the money in this world, what is money when your health is failing you?
Of course.
Then it makes sense. Because at the end of the day, we have seen today, many people give so much attention to looking for money. They make the money, but at the end of the day, their health can't even allow them enjoy their money. The money you make, you spend it 2 years in the hospital and you die. That is so sad. Said now, health is key, in as much as money is important. But health is your number one wealth. Without it, trust me, no money will make sense. Not even the cars, not even if you own a plane, not even if you do what. No money will make sense if your health is failing you.
Of course.
Catch Victoria's Health Diaries.
Hello and welcome to Victoria's Health Diaries, yet another great exciting episode on your wellness wisdom. I'm Victoria and I'm glad that you'll join us today. So today our conversation is centered around something that we get to do every day, of course, and we just want to bring you that wisdom that will help you stay nourished, stay healthy and live a longer and happier lifestyle. All right, so my guest today is a man who is an entrepreneur and he's a health nutritional advisor, and this is no other than Mr. Arvin. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. I can't wait to share the kind of wisdom that you carry. I have seen you on different platforms and the kind of impact that you have made in people's lives, and I just can't wait for you to get to enjoy and share and listen rather to everything that we have to say today. All right, so Mr. Arvin, one of your names is interesting. It caught my attention, and we mostly refer to you as Sir Arvin. Of course, there's your full names being Dr.Prince Tusiime. Okay, so the Prince aspect caught my attention. Are you royalty?
All right. Yes, kind of. I am.
Okay.
But where I come from in Uganda, not so much attention is given to royalty. So I am from a royal line.
Okay.
But just take it easy.
All right. Well, at least we get to have some royalty here. And of course, we get to cross borders beyond Zambia. Nutrition is not centered only on a region. True. It is global. And today we are privileged to get to have you, of course, balance both in Zambia and also from Uganda. And we can't wait to hear your full story. So who is Mr. Prince? And apart from you being royalty, though not recognized, tell me a little bit about what that is and how it is like to be royalty and not be recognized.
All right. Thank you so much, Victoria. Just like you've said, royalty but not recognized, but that's how it is, and we keep it at that.
Okay.
But who is Prince Arvin Tusiime? I am from Uganda, and I'm a bachelor's degree holder in statistics.
Amazing.
With a first class, actually.
Oh, okay.
A computer science diploma.
Okay.
And a certified nutritionist and dietitian. I
did not see you as a computer scientist at all.
Yes, that is basically who I am. Having graduated about 8 years ago.
Awesome.
And of course, in a country where I come from, Uganda, I don't know how it is here in Zambia, but in Uganda, a country comprised of the biggest population youth and educated youth, even with good academic grades, finding a job has never been easy.
Wow.
And like it has been, even me, it wasn't easy for me.
Yeah.
And it took me several months to find my first job.
Months, at least it took months.
Yes,
Others it takes
at
years.
least months. Others takes years. It took me some months to find my first job with Postbank Uganda, where I was working at about 24 years. And of course, the excitement of getting employed kind of got to fade away because, you know, when you're in school, you're thinking, when I get good grades, I get to have a good job, make big monies, drive a good car, you know, build a good home, and all those things. Now, this job is hard to get. When you get it, the pay is small, and you get to realize that at the end of the month, the money you get just settles your basic needs, and you're not saving anything. You know, it was such a struggle, and I was wondering what I was going to do. And it was during that time, about 8 years ago, that I got to decide to become an entrepreneur. Yes, having been invited to take a look at a great entrepreneurship opportunity under the AGG International.
Okay.
I got excited about it. I got excited about the vision.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, this was for me.
Awesome.
And I became an entrepreneur.
You were employed by the bank, but you still felt a little bit unsatisfied with the pay. Do you know how many people actually look at people that work for the bank and be like, I wish I was them, you know? But then here you are, and you wanted more. You wanted to step out and be among the few that, you know, fall into the 2% out of the 98% of us who want a job to sustain us. And so I'm glad that you maybe highlight a few things that, aside from this, you being unsatisfied in your job and how it was not able to help you achieve your goals or anything beyond what you were doing. And you talked about the opportunity itself. How did it change your perspective?
All right. You know what, Victoria? Many times when you are outside, you get to admire the inside. Just like you said, many people admire getting jobs like in the bank.
Yeah.
Just like I was excited. Getting that job, I really thought of a bright future because you see these bankers, very smart, you admire them. But when I got in, that's when I was so to be like, wow, this is it. And I was in a bank, I remember, where 3 days in a week, you have to put on bank uniform. And literally, you don't even mind about buying clothes because, you know, 3 days in a week, you're in bank uniform. And only 2 days, you put on your own clothes. So meaning even having 1, 2 shirts, you're okay with it. By the time you reach and you begin opening up your eyes, when you begin seeing the people, yes, they are living a good life, but the car is on loan. Their children are on school fees loan. The house they have is on loan. And be like, this is not going to be the life I want to live. And you begin thinking of, what can I do to supplement my income? Because the era we are in today is that even when you're paid, salary never becomes enough. It becomes hard to save from salary. And no wonder many people have struggled to save. Many people have goals, they have ambitions, but then they struggle to start them. Even with ideas, I've met people with books written of ideas, but where do they begin? Because they can't save enough from their jobs. So to me, when I was thinking of what I was going to do, and I was invited for this special entrepreneurship seminar under the AGG International, and I got to see it, I got excited because I saw what the future held for me.
Awesome.
I got to see what I could make of my life. And to me, it came in line with my ambitions and my desires because growing up, I always wanted to be a very successful young man. At a very young age. No wonder I even started several businesses way back in school, in high school, because I wanted to succeed. So to me, this excited me.
I'm interested in knowing what you were doing in high school.
You wouldn't want to know many of these, but there are too many. I was this person that is doing this. You go for holiday, you're buying things and selling, crops you buy and sell.
School?
When I was in high school.
Were you doing that in school or at home?
At home. You go on holiday, so you have to do some businesses. Even after high school, I had a poultry project of more than 150 beds.
In high school?
In high school, yes. I started a small restaurant just after high school and so many other things because I always wanted to be successful.
Amazing.
But then, of course, you know the world you live in. When you have these school grades, good ones, there's always that pressure from family. You have to get a good job. So somewhere, somehow, you stop giving so much attention to these small businesses because people kind of don't respect them. They think, okay, you have the grades, why not look for a job? And then you go by that pressure and you go look for a job.
So you somehow were pressured into getting a job.
Obviously, as I always really wanted to be a business person, but because I passed so well, and now everyone is saying, get a job, because people think, of course, having that job, you get that good life that everyone thinks of. But that wasn't the case, really.
Wow. I'm just amazed at the fact that you were growing beds when you were in high school. How many boys or girls around that age would think of growing beds, okay? We know that other businesses here, they would spring up here and there, but birds.
It was tough.
It was
but we did.
interesting. Okay, so you succumbed to the peer pressure from your family, from the people around you, and eventually you decided to be a free bird and pursue this opportunity in entrepreneurship. What was your journey like?
Oh, beautiful. So I attend this presentation. People share about what it's all about. I see entrepreneurship part, money making, of course. And then excitedly, I see health.
Oh, okay.
And to me, that even excited me the more. I didn't get to understand before what nutritional health was all like. Because I'm from a family, I was born in 1992.
Okay.
1987, Dad suffered from intestinal cancer.
Wow.
And for so many years, he was on nutritional supplements from a certain company.
Okay.
At that time, it never made sense. But these supplements were so amazing that they kept him alive for almost 20 years, from 1987 to 2017 when he passed on.
Oh, shame. Sorry about
Now,
that.
to me, attending this presentation, first of all, I go to see how to make an extra income. And then I'm seeing the health aspect about nutritional supplements, and my mind goes back home. Oh, all along, these are the supplements. And to me, that excited me.
Okay.
It was crazy. I remember I attended that presentation on a Saturday afternoon after work. And I said, you know what? This, I'm getting part of it.
Awesome.
2 days later, 3 days later, basically, on a Tuesday, I got part. On a Wednesday, I handed in my resignation from my work.
And you're so sure.
Yes.
You're so sure that this was going to work.
I was convinced, beyond reasonable doubt, that it was going to work.
And you resigned.
And I handed in my resignation. I remember the time the person who had helped me to get that job was my relative. So he calls me, Aban, I want us to talk. I remember I went to his office, and you know, when Puan talked to you well, he first ordered some breakfast for me. I ate. Once I was full, now the discussion began.
Awesome.
Aban, what
Oh
is
my
this you're
God.
getting into? What is happening to you? Of course, the people outside sometimes they don't understand, because we have lived in a life, in a society that is highly dictated by school employment,
Exactly.
So when anyone, you've gotten this lucky, you have this bank job, and now you're leaving it to now go into entrepreneurship, moreover with multi-level marketing, to many, it wasn't easy to understand. I remember my uncle scolding me, asking me of how many things I thought he had seen over the years, but I was convinced that what I had seen was the right thing. And I remember telling him, after all he had said, I told him, Uncle, all I request from you at this point in time, I have made my decision. All I want is your support.
Okay.
And he did the best thing for me. He told me, if you still insist, go do it. If it didn't work, get back, I'll see where I can fit you in.
Wow.
And to me, that was the most exciting part.
Awesome.
Because
My God.
I told myself, number one, I have made a promise that I've made the right decision. So meaning, I had to make it work. Not to disappoint myself, not to disappoint the people who had believed in me, and most importantly, to prove wrong the people who didn't believe in what I was going to do.
People who doubted.
Yes,
you.
who doubted me.
And
So
gave
to
you
me,
a second option. Yeah.
exactly. So I said, you know what? I'll do it with all I can. Of course, I was sure it won't be easy. Just like any entrepreneurship journey, it won't be easy, but I was ready.
Okay.
I said, if I'm going to make it work, I have to make it my plan A. It is my plan A, it is my plan B, it is my plan C, up to Z. And I was going to make it work no matter what.
Wow.
It wasn't it at the start, of course. But then along the way, it started getting better and better. I remember 7 months after being part of it, I traveled to expand in Tanzania. 2018, we came to expand in Zambia. It was during that time when myself and a friend of mine, Mr. Solomon Ayabazibwe, decided to form up the Explosion Africa.
Okay.
Reason for this, we said, look, what we have seen many Africans need it. Now, what if we can extend it to many other countries? And we formed Explosion Africa with one mission of moving this message across the whole of Africa.
So,
yes, basically, and then we started expanding and expanding. Today, the long story short, it's been more exciting that not only we've seen our lives change, but many people's lives have changed. And most excitingly, by the way, as we began 2025, we launched the Africa Transformation Movement, where I happen to be the chief visionary leader. And this movement is all about transforming Africa, health-wise and financially, creating freedom for Africa. That is where we are now.
Amazing. But why, you're a computer scientist, you're in business and all this. How did the health aspect fall into place? How did you merge the entrepreneurship and health?
Beautiful. So I come to make money, and now I'm seeing the products, think about my dad. Number one, I had in mind supplements had kept dad for a long time. To see him for over 20 years, that was a blessing. Who would live with intestinal cancer for over 20 years? So to me, that was key. So number two was like, okay, we didn't maybe get a chance to save dad, maybe because he saw them late. But then we can save many others. We can keep many people alive. That maybe someone who could have died in 5 years, they can die in 10, they can die in 20. Or maybe someone who could still reverse, can reverse. Or someone who is not yet sick can be able to prevent. So that caught my attention. In fact, I said, I am going all in this. That's when I even had to go and learn further about food nutrition and food science. And I got my diploma, and we started from there. Because I said, if I'm going to share it right, I'm going to have information. Because I'll meet people that want to know this, and I must have information to share with them. So I said, okay, why not learn more? And I decided to learn it further and learn it more so that I can be able to explain to people as a way of saving people. Because at the end of the day, even if you made all the money in this world, what is money when your health is failing you?
Of course.
Then it makes sense. Because at the end of the day, we have seen today, many people give so much attention to looking for money. They make the money, but at the end of the day, their health can't even allow them enjoy their money. The money you make, you spend it 2 years in the hospital and you die. That is so sad. Said now, health is key, in as much as money is important. But health is your number one wealth. Without it, trust me, no money will make sense. Not even the cars, not even if you own a plane, not even if you do what. No money will make sense if your health is failing you.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, wow. So when you talk about the health and what you're doing, your vision, the movement itself, how do you, apart from, I asked the previous question I asked was about how the two of them merge. So in short, what you're trying to say is that your business is, what is your business about, maybe?
So basically, we are sensitizing people on living healthy, and number two, being able to become financially free. So basically, our business is composed of the four major parts of freedom.
Okay.
Number one part of freedom is financial freedom. You need the money to live a good life. The number two part of freedom is being able to have time freedom. Now, many people have the money, but they don't have the time freedom.
Of course.
They work so many hours, they don't take vacations, they don't do what, so they don't have the time freedom. And then number three, money is important, time is important, but you need health. That's the part number three of freedom. Now, many people have the time, they have the money, but they don't have the good health. You find you have your cars, but you can't drive them because of your condition. At the end of the day, that doesn't make sense. And the last one, which is the fourth one, the fourth part of freedom is, of course, impact and helping people. Like they say, a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. If something is good for you, it's good for another.
Sure.
So as the AGG, as the Explosion Africa, Africa Transformation Movement, we aim on moving that message of transformation, financially, health-wise, creating time freedom, and helping other people.
That sounds amazing. No wonder you left your job for it.
Yes,
I'm getting to understand, because it felt like a huge risk. How do you just drop this and jump onto something that, they say it takes about 5 years for you to see a business solidify, but then you just jumped off within days. Was it days you said?
Yeah, just a few days.
So I was trying to
Twice.
understand how you would make a decision so haste and have so much confidence in this. So from your decision, do you think you made the right decision then, or along the way, did you wish you kept your job and somehow balanced it?
All right, you see, Victoria, at the time, to me, it was the right decision because of what I had seen. But again, I can't lie that I didn't find hard times.
Sure.
And obviously, at one point, I was like, okay, but you have the grades, you have what? Why not find something? You know, and people would even be offering me opportunities and so on. But you see, entrepreneurship is never an easy journey. Today, we have many failed entrepreneurs because when they jump into entrepreneurship, they are not ready. Literally, they are going into it because they have no option. They know their salary is, for example, not enough, and they need something extra. But they're not ready for business. They're just doing it as a side. They're not ready for it. When there are challenges, they close it. You know, so people get into business when they're not ready. Maybe they're doing it because they have seen a friend doing it, and maybe they're getting it better. Also for so many reasons, but they don't go in ready as entrepreneurs. Now, to my case, I can say I was ready.
Okay.
I anticipated the challenges, anticipated what could be, but to me, my biggest strength, number one, was the vision I had set for myself, having seen what has shown. But number two, not disappoint me, not disappoint the people who had believed in me, and prove wrong the people who thought I would fail. So to me, that was my driving force. So even when the times of why not do something else? Why not maybe find a job? Whenever I would remember that, I would say, Aban, keep on and keep on. And I kept going. So to entrepreneurs out there, it is always important, before you enter any business, be ready.
Yeah.
You may see someone succeeding in a business, but they've done it for 10 years. But for you, want to succeed like them in a month. Many times, you know, when you go in these places, you find where there was a boutique last maybe 6 months ago, today you go there, you find a restaurant. Where there was a pharmacy, you go there, you find another thing. Do you know why? People don't take long in business because they think it is easy. But you know what? Business takes some time. So I was all ready, really, for the business. That's why I kept on moving until where we are today.
Amazing. So did you have any training, any mentorship that helped you get ready? Because you're saying you were ready. Were you just ready on your own? Did you prepare yourself, just set your mind, or there are other people that actually poured into you that helped you get ready?
Beautiful. So basically, getting ready begins with you. Now, when you're ready, you begin gathering the necessary information, the necessary support to be able to help you move forward. But first, it begins with you being ready. So once I was clear with my decision, and I even shared with people, and people who saw my commitment and decision, they were willing to support me. And along the way, I had several mentors. Mentors who would discuss with on a daily basis, mentors where I would meet in books I was reading, mentors I would meet in videos I was watching. So basically, I had to get everything required to kill the doubt that would come, to kill the stress that would come, to give me more reason to keep moving. Because you see, the journey of entrepreneurship, I must say, it's not easy. No. You need someone to hold your hand.
Of course.
And that's mentorship. You need people to see people who have done it. You can watch them, you can listen to them, you can attend seminars, you can basically to get some energy, some motivation to keep you moving all the time. And I can say, over my 8 years of active entrepreneurship, I've had so many of them. Some physically, I've met them, some through books, some through videos and audios, and so on and so forth.
Awesome. So you invest so much in knowledge. I think that's one key point I'm getting from what you're saying. Sure. One way to get ready is to invest in knowledge.
Sure.
Is to invest in maybe analyzing or evaluating what you're getting yourself into. Sure. So taking time to just understand what field you're getting into as an entrepreneur is what is going to help you. For you, it helped you keep your fire. It helped you get to where you are right now. And also investing in association as well. So looking at your journey, you have established your presence in a few other African countries other than Zambia. If you had to, of course, I'll allow you to give the details on your location where you found and all of that, and your social handles as well. But if I wanted to maybe understand, other than the entrepreneurship part, we are also talking about the health aspect. How do you do that? Do I have to enroll? Do I have to enroll as a student? What do I have to do if I want to be enlightened on the health aspect of the business? Should I be qualified in a certain field, or what do you do? How do I become part of it?
Now, Victoria, like I cited out earlier, much of our knowledge, we give it out for free, unless we hold meetings where there could be a ticket to be bought. But most of the time, our knowledge is free, because like I told you, our commitment and dedication is to move the message of transformation outside there. So irrespective of what profession you are, irrespective of what you're doing, what age you are, anyone, whenever you have a chance to get to understand more of this, you can visit our offices, you can contact us, any way you can, and be able to come and attend. Like I told you, I graduated as a banker. But along the way, I got excited by the nutritional aspect, and I had to learn further about nutrition and diet. Why? Because I wanted to understand this in detail. So you can come from any profession. Don't you worry. Learning, you can't say because you are this, you can't learn this. No, you can be this one and learn something different. You know, I don't know if I should give this example. I remember one time I had a meeting with the Reverend Sanizuru, the Standard Chartered Bank CEO.
Oh, wow.
And I got to realize this gentleman is an engineer by profession. And now running a bank as a CEO, and one of the most successful CEOs around Zambia. Yet he's an engineer. How does an engineer find himself running a bank? It's because people are hungry for knowledge. So you can't say because I am this, I can't get this knowledge. You can diversify your knowledge. You can learn more here and there. So anyone is welcome, because the aspect of health is for everyone. You didn't choose in profession, didn't choose in age group. It is for everyone. So if you have any chance to learn health, again, just like entrepreneurship is important, your health is a top priority. Any chance to learn about your health, please, again, that is very key and very important.
So you heard it, not just from my mouth, but also from my guest today, Sir Dr.Prince. And of course, he's saying that whatever chance you get this knowledge, and this is why we are here to give you your weekly dose of wellness wisdom. You're hearing it from him, and I hope that you're enjoying what you're watching so far. So make sure to like and subscribe and share this video so that somebody gets to hear about this movement and how we intend to change Africa by targeting the mindset, offering proper leadership, and also training in nutrition and health, so that you balance your life. You balance everything that involves your life. Life and living is your, it's all in your hands. You have the power to make decisions over your life and your well-being. So this is what we get to do today. And as we continue, conversating with my guest today, make sure you like and subscribe this video. That is Victoria's Health Diaries, and we are still talking. So, Sir Arvin,
yes.
You mentioned something about your father using some supplements. Is that part of the business?
All right. So basically, with the company we are affiliated to, the AGG group of companies, it is more on entrepreneurship, being able to become an independent distributor and work for yourself, to be able to, of course, have a chance to live a life of your dreams, make the money, and be able to live a chance of your, to be able to live your life.
Okay.
And invest in the dreams you've always had and all that. But secondly, this company comes with a vision to say, yes, money is important, but health is very important too.
And that's why someone that used to say, some things are important, but some
others are important.
Exactly,
yes. Exactly. So health is important. And I'm happy, and I thank this company of ours that it has put too much attention to health. Because we don't just focus on making money. Your health is key. Like I said earlier, no amount of money can ever buy back your health.
No.
We have seen people die when they have all the money. I remember Steve Jobs once said the most expensive bed in the world is the hospital bed. Because at that point where people on that bed, they are willing to sacrifice everything to have their life back. But then they can't because it's already gone.
That's profound.
Yeah, so when we look at a company that pays attention to prevention and reversion of the so many non-communicable conditions affecting the people today, to me that's a plus. And like I told you, from the background of my dad, knowing about supplements and having to learn more about nutrition, to me it's a plus. And it really makes me excited because I'm like, wow, we can make people healthy, and again, they can become financially free, and then they can build a whole complete free life. So to me, that is all that excites me about this.
And that's beautiful. I mean, after all, you cannot buy your life back.
Exactly.
And you cannot, we don't have a spare life.
Exactly.
Say, okay, when this one is done, I'll use the other one.
Of course not.
You only have one life, and we
Yes.
have that important decision to make every single day, and I hope that someone is making that decision today to get to learn more about what we are talking about, Explosion Africa, and the company that you get to represent here and now. So Aben, if I say, okay, I've heard about the economic side, I've heard about the entrepreneurship side, and what if I do not have a background knowledge? You talked about how you offer training. Do you offer training to people in nutrition as well, or you had to go elsewhere, get that knowledge, and then join the company, or how did you get that knowledge on nutrition?
So basically, we have nutritional health trainings that we do.
Within the company?
Yeah, within the company.
Okay.
In fact, almost every day, our presentations are always divided into two. Whether it's physical or it's online, they are divided into two.
Okay.
First, for a few minutes, we discuss health. How do you live healthy? And secondly, we discuss, once you're healthy, how to become financially free. So all our presentations are always based on the two sides of health and wealth. And again, even further to that, we have trainings that go on.
Okay.
For example, as Explosion Africa, we have a health training that happens every Friday. Yeah, to move that message outside, it's on Google Meet. In our offices, still we have trainings every Friday. And of course, we have so many of them every single day, and so on and so forth. So when you come in and you don't have much knowledge, you want to understand further, through our training programs, which are all free of charge, you're gonna be able to have more knowledge, more understanding, to be able to have the information that you never had before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go outside and say, okay, until I get this information, that's when I can maybe qualify or make money or understand this business better.
Not
Everything
really.
is in-house.
Not really. Everything is in-house.
Okay.
Wherever you are, whatever you do, when you come in the house, everything will be given to you in terms of training.
How about someone who says, I'm not as brave as you, I will not just leave my job today and start this? What if I want to maybe have a bit of stability and then join the company, be part of this business? How are they welcome?
Yeah, I think for such a long time, the decision I made, in fact, I don't encourage many people to make it unless you have the courage like I had. Because many people, they think of, okay, if I do this, how will I manage here? How will I manage here? And if you don't have the courage, it's okay. Keep doing what you're doing, but do this on a part-time. Okay. Build a business part-time to replace your job. Okay. Because you say a business is flexible. You can work it part-time. Eventually, when you're stable, you can give it full-time because you want to buy back your time. You want to have that freedom and so on. Yeah. So you can keep your job, you can keep whatever you're doing, whether you're a student, keep on doing whatever you're doing. But on a part-time, you can build a business. Okay. And when you reach at a point of stability, you can. But for the courageous people like me, why not? You know, sometimes you decide to say, if it's going to work, I have to go all in. And you make it happen. When you're ready to face the challenges and everything that comes with it, you say, you know what? Let me go all in if you have the courage. But in case still you can't do that, it's okay. It's something flexible that you can do on a part-time.
Okay, so you can help somebody that maybe has a full-time job every day, Monday to Saturday, Monday to Friday.
Exactly.
They are busy. So do you have a way that you get to help them? Because they may not have the time. When you're conducting the training on Friday, someone is more interested in the health aspect and they want to be part of the training, but then they can't because they are attached to a job.
Yeah.
Maybe they're a student, they're in class, they can't always find that time. Is there something that you work?
Yes, so basically, Victoria, we are in a modern digital world. We have many online trainings. On top of the physical meetings, we have online trainings. We have videos we record and put outside there. We have information we put out there that we are able to fit anyone in their situation. If you can't make it during the week because you're at work, but at least maybe you can have time on a holiday or on a weekend. But still, if you're completely busy, still with our online program, you can still be able to benefit and have the information that you need to have.
Awesome. Okay, so I was getting a bit concerned. Say, okay, how about those? Is it just for those that have free time? People that are looking to start their careers and they just can't find a job?
In fact, it is for those who don't have free time but would want to create free time. Yes.
Okay.
Let me say, if you're too busy, then it is for you. Because everyone wants freedom of time. So if you're too busy, then it is for you.
Wow, it sounds a bit contradicting, but I get what you mean because you broke it down. You said there are 4 elements to this where you don't have time, you don't have good health. So I get to understand that, and I hope that someone is getting it too. So nutrition now, you know, the core aspect of our existence is all about health.
Yeah, sure.
So what practical ways can we maybe how practical can I be if I wanted to maybe enhance my health or change my health status today, to say maybe I am a sickler, maybe I get fatigued a lot, or you know, different things that people get to go through. How do you then help them?
All right, you know, let me say something, even before I can explain further. In the era we are in today, use of nutritional supplements, or to make it clear for someone out there, many people call them multivitamins.
Okay.
Supplements, use of nutritional supplements in the era we are in today is actually not an option. It's a must.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Look at this. When we are born, there's a way God has created us with a very strong immunity, born with antibodies that are meant to fight up the dangerous antigens that come in our bodies. Now, when we are young, our immunity is strong. But as we begin aging, because of lifestyle, this immunity begins getting weak. You get it?
Yes.
And when the immunity gets weak, the antibodies are being weakened. The antigens in the body are more in the body. The antigens are basically dangerous substances that come in our bodies. They can be bacteria, they can be virus, or anything, all through lifestyle. They become so many. And our bodies can no longer fight off these problems. Why? Because our antibodies and our immunity has gotten weak. Now, you get to realize to say, this is the lifestyle that everyone goes through. Air pollution, chemical pollution, of course, unhealthy eating habits, and so many of these things. And the cell is damaged. Now look at this, Victoria. Our body is made from cells, tissues, organs, systems to form up your whole body. Now, unfortunately, most of the time, when conditions or the diseases are still on the cell stage and tissue stage, we don't get to know them. We don't get to mind about them.
Yeah.
We get to mind about them when it has shown in the organ.
Oh, yeah.
When your organ gets damaged, it is when you get to know a condition has come. But for so many years, it was working in the cell system, it went to the tissue system, and it manifests in the organ stage. And that's the unfortunate part that we have, where we don't get to pay attention when diseases are still young. Now we say, why wait for our organs to get damaged? Why wait for our body to get damaged? What if we can prevent ourselves from the very beginning? Now, like I told you, antibodies get weak, the immunity gets weak, cells are dying without renewal, they are not being nourished well enough, and for that, all these conditions we can talk about, the cancers, the diabetes, the BPs, and so many others, because of this, begin attacking us.
Sure.
Now, the body should be able to fight off, but can't fight off because the lifestyle has been damaged. Now, the big question is, if that is the case, number one, we can't avoid that lifestyle because it is basically here. Yeah. Victoria, can you choose the kind of air you breathe in? To say I breathe in good air, not bad air? Of course you can't. In a world today we are living in where we say the purified water we take, you can think of the water you drink coming through those pipes underground. I always love asking the question, who cleans those pipes? And for how many years have they existed? Now imagine how many chemicals come through that, or how many bad substances come through that. You imagine even the mineral water we drink, not to say anything, but it's purified by chlorine. How good is chlorine for the human body? So you get to realize to say, basically because of lifestyle and because of the way the world has become, we can't avoid intake of dangerous and harmful substances.
We can't avoid it.
It is hard to avoid. Now the recommendation is what? If we can't avoid it, then try to detoxify yourself. And how would you now detoxify yourself? We need a balanced diet.
Okay.
Now, I'm a nutritionist. I'll talk about a balanced diet. When we say, as a human being, you're supposed to have at least 5 to 7 different fruits and 5 to 7 different vegetables on a daily basis. And these are different. I don't mean 5 bananas or 5 mangoes. No, I mean different.
Yeah.
To have them every day. The question is, who can afford that? Even when you have the money, the fruits are not available.
Of course.
Even maybe when you have the fruits, again, you can be able to have them. The biggest question is, what fruits are we taking?
Exactly.
Today, even our soils have been depleted, that even the plants we grow there can't produce the right content in the fruits and vegetables we grow there. Why? Because of fertilizers and so on, the soils have been depleted. Today we have GMOs. I tell people to say, it is the time where today you can go to the market and buy a mango as big as a watermelon. Now imagine, and in fact, even when you go to the market, you're saying, give me the big ones. What makes the original mango that looks like this to become as big as a watermelon? What has been put in it? So at the end of the day, even when we say eating fruits and vegetables, we can manage, but they are not able to give us the right nutrient intake.
Exactly.
Why? Because of so many reasons that we have talked about. If a fruit loses more than 68% of the nutrients within about 8 hours from the mother plant, what fruits are we eating that have to move for 2 days from the village to the city, spend some days in the supermarket? At the end of the day, yes, we may get some level of content and nutrients, but not the full capacity as the body needs.
Yeah.
So that is why I told you earlier to say supplementation is a must, not an option. Even when you say you can eat a balanced diet, you still need to supplement your diet to get the extra nutrients that your body needs. So that is why, as a company, we have made sure we partner with the world's renowned companies to produce the highest level of nutritional supplements. And by the way, the supplements I'm talking about, they are certified by the international bodies and also in different countries. So we have the best supplements, I can say. I don't want to say, I'll talk about the supplements we have, but if you can know of any genuine supplement, you can take it, because supplementation is a must as of today.
Wow.
Yes.
So when you talk about fruits again, the other aspect, I think, is also where when you're taking fruits, who's going to tell you which fruits are good for your which fruits are good, what nutrients from those fruits do you need every day? Because every fruit has got different different nutrient values. You say an orange and a pineapple, which one is more nutritious? And then how do I even eat those fruits? You know, those are the questions that now begin to arise. Sometimes people don't want to go through that in the supermarket, you're trying to make a decision when you're buying, say, okay, am I just going to choose because this is an orange, and then I'll get a banana, and then I'll get an apple? Do you get to guide people on maybe what fruits they should take that are good for their daily consumption?
Okay. So number one, of course, we sensitize on the use of course, fruits and vegetables, basically diet. Okay. We sensitize on what is best and so forth. But like I said earlier, supplementation is key and is a must. Reason being, today I've seen many people have self-generated conditions because they don't know what to eat. You know, we are living in a time where we know the need of herbal treatment or all that. And people are told lemon is good, garlic is good, and whatever. And you find people walking with jerry cans of lemon water, 2 liters, and you're wondering, do they know how much content of citric acid the body needs? Someone is taking 2 liters of lemon concoctions and what? End of the day, people are having ulcers, they are having even cancers of the intestines and so on. So you find so many problems, all which are, of course, self-generated because you have no knowledge. You get my point? So you find, okay, yes, we give, like as a nutritionist, I will give advice from what I've learned, according to the content of what you should eat, this and this and this. But of course, the best way to get a properly balanced nutrient intake, supplements, again, they are key. Because these ones are made with proper prescription, proper content value, and all that. So even when you give someone according to what they need, and they will not take more of this or less of this. Why? Because they are well measured and well prepared, and someone can be able to take and have all the nutrients instead of trying to eat. Because I remember when I was young, you know, they say fruits and vegetables, of course, you can eat as much. But I remember when I was young, there's a time I came from school, very hungry, and there was a mango tree nearby in our farm. And I just went home, got a knife, and went to the mango tree. I climbed, I sat, I started eating mangoes until I was full. But I can assure you, by the time I was full, I had a fever. I don't know where that fever came from.
Wow.
But of course, I know it is because I had maybe had more than my body required. From there, they took me to the hospital. Why? Because many times we don't know how much of what should we eat.
Jesus.
So even when we say there's no overdose in fruits, I can assure you, too much of anything is bad. Too much of anything is bad. So we may not have an overdose, but it is there. When you do more than required, you could end up having different effects. So that's why supplements are a good alternative and a good way. Not to replace the fruits and vegetables, no. You can still do that, but as the name, it is a food supplement. To supplement on what you're already eating. Yes.
Amazing. So can anybody take supplements, or it's just for a few people? Because sometimes supplements are attached to a few people, maybe the elite or something. We've seen that supplements are coming. There have not been a subject that has been received the same in our cultures. You know, in Western culture, supplementing is normal. But coming to maybe Zambia itself, our country, do you think people believe anybody can supplement?
All right, so I understand what you're trying to say, because like I said earlier, people perish because of lack of knowledge. And that's a mission we are on, to sensitize people. But again, to some point, I also can't blame them, because business people, I'll use that word, business people understand the need of supplementation, of herbal treatment. And for that reason, many people have come up to make anything. Someone goes there, mixes 2 grasses here and there, puts in a bottle and says this is good for this, this is good for this. And these concoctions, sometimes they even cause problems and this and this and this. So you find that there are no regulations that have been put on these. So people have brought up things that may not be good. You know, so you find that even that, someone is telling you to say, I used this, I didn't get okay, I used this, I got this problem, I used this, and why? Because they are just taking. So to us as a company, we have decided to sensitize people on what to consider when you're getting supplements.
Okay.
What must you consider? Where is this supplement coming from? You have to know. Where is the supplement coming from? Research is open to anyone. If someone tells about a supplement, read about it.
Okay.
Get knowledge about it. Like I told you to say, that is why as a banker, I decided to go and learn nutrition. Why? Because I wanted to understand further about all this. And for so many years, I've been making a lot of research about nutrition supplements, about health and the what and what. In fact, by the way, someone was even telling me that I have too much knowledge as a doctor that I should enroll for a PhD and become a medical doctor. But
Wow.
all this is because I have made it intentional to learn so they can have more knowledge to sensitize the people. Like I told you, the same with the business aspect, even the prevention aspect is not well received by people.
Yeah.
People would rather wait when they have a condition is when they are willing to pay the money in the hospital. But the few that understand and begin getting results of supplementing, they share with a friend, who shares with a friend, and on. The message keeps on going. So it is the same story.
Amazing.
Yes.
So people don't get to detect sicknesses before they get to manifest, as you said,
In the organ stage.
So I can take supplements even before I'm sick, but then how will I know that they are working for me?
Beautiful. So like, again, you said, I think that's the question about, say, who should take? Again, who should take? Everyone should take. Because number one, we have said, the lifestyle, is anyone choosing the lifestyle?
No.
Everyone is bringing the same bad air. Everyone is being affected the same way. So everyone, whether you're sick or you're not sick, you need them. If you're sick, you need them to try to reverse. Like I told you, we are working with the cells. We are strengthening the immunity. We are strengthening the antibodies and so on. So when you're sick, you're trying to reverse. If you're not sick, you're preventing because you're taking in chemicals that you need to detoxify and reduce the effect of these chemicals that come in. So whatever stage, even when you're young, the good thing is, of course, when you're using supplements that you have well researched and you well understand, then there are always different supplements that are given to different stages. Maybe because of condition, maybe you're just preventing, maybe it's a child and all that. And I encourage the public outside there to say, let's not just buy. I know many business people are just into selling, but let us not just buy, because there are certain content which could be in a certain supplement that because of your condition you may not need.
Sure.
Now, if you don't get right guidance and right knowledge, it could be a challenge for you. So it is important, even when we want to use these supplements, let us consult from the right people that have the knowledge. And the good thing is, as a company, we have people well-trained, well-guided. Some of them are doctors by profession. Some of them are nurses by profession who have come and gotten the knowledge of supplements now. Combining with what knowledge they have, they can easily administer these supplements. They can give knowledge about these supplements and so on. So that you can be able to get something that you can be sure it can be able to actually work for you.
Amazing. So do you have testimonies of people that have actually used the supplements, maybe with conditions, and you've heard them be reversed?
Oh, wow. Wow. I don't know how many I can count, but over the 8 years, there are so many.
I can imagine.
There are so many. And I would really encourage people, when you have a chance, like I said, to attend any of our conferences, wherever you hear about it or wherever you see it, attend, because we always get to have many people come and share these testimonies. People have had very dangerous conditions, cancers, diabetes, infertilities, so many.
Hypertension.
And hypertension.
Children diseases.
Yes, children diseases. Because again, talking about children, today, it is funny that the way God has created us, children, when they're young, they're supposed to breastfeed. Because somehow God has put something in that breast milk to keep a child. But you know why? These days, even ladies don't want to breastfeed. They want to keep their things very good and beautiful. They don't want to breastfeed. I'm telling you. And again, people, because they have to get back to work, they don't have enough time to breastfeed. At the end of the day, you find a young child, less than 1 year, they're already on processed foods. That's why today we have so many sick children in the pediatric wards. Why? Because of what they are going through. So there are even special supplements that are meant for children to boost up their immunity and keep them strong as they are growing up. So this is all knowledge that we need. At certain ages, children don't need that chocolate. Some of the content in these processed foods are too much for children, and we are doing it without knowledge. Today we find children have a lot of funny conditions that even doctors can't detect. Children are learning to grow, they are having damaged brains, and it's a lot. I have met a lot, really. So it is important we get to have this knowledge. That at least, if you can't maybe breastfeed for long because of work, because of whatever, at least get a proper recommendation of certain food supplements that you can give to your children that can help them to actually grow healthy.
Amazing. Okay, so one aspect of health that we usually get to ignore is the part that touches on children. Mostly we're focused on reproductive health for adults, or how you can be stronger in the bedroom, things like that, or hypertension and whatnot, but very little information and knowledge comes in when it comes to children. So I'm glad that we get to touch on that in the business as well.
And maybe, Victoria, you know one thing? It's unfortunate, like I told you earlier, prevention is better than cure, but people don't want to understand it. You realize that many of the conditions that we suffer at 40 years, 50 years, and so on, they are generated between the age of 12 and maybe 30 or something.
Okay.
But when we are still young, we think we are healthy. I'll just give you a simple example. I want you to imagine, I know there are young ladies outside there and so on. Today I've had so many issues of fibroids, hormonal imbalances, cysts and infertilities and so many. I want you to give this example.
Especially the cysts and fibroids.
Yes, I want you to imagine, today, long years ago as far as I knew, ladies' menses would maybe begin at 15, 16 years or so. But these days, even children of 9 years begin their menses. And because they are coming prematurely, they are coming with a lot of problems, a lot of pains, a lot of cramps, and so on. And you know why? Now, this young girl of 9 years, for every 3 days or 4 days in a month, they have to be on painkillers. These medicines, some of them are too strong for them. Now, a child from 9 years, for 3 days every month, they have to be on painkillers from age 9 until maybe age 25 when they get married.
Oh my God.
And they have to give birth. And now they are failing to conceive, and they're wondering where all these problems are coming from. But what the effect of those medications they were taking? So yes, I know we get to now, like you said, to think of adults and so on. But you know what? The general public should know that for us to be able to prevent ourselves from this, we should begin young. Begin early. Don't wait to treat a problem which is already too bad. Yeah. If we can begin early, the better. Prevention is cheaper and better than cure at all times.
Amazing. So we can start early. We can start now.
Just like you, even younger than you.
Exactly. Well, I'm not that young. I have the grace that sustains me. All right, you're listening to Victoria's Health Diaries, and I mean, we're exploding here. What you're hearing about Explosion Africa is exploding all over Victoria's Health Diaries, and you better be part of this change. You better be part of this movement. So I'll allow him to share more details on where he is found, where you're found, and I know there's a big event coming.
Yeah, sure.
And I would like you to talk about that before we wrap up.
All right. So briefly, AGG Group of Companies, we have a national office and a national warehouse where we have amazing supplements, well stocked by the supplements that are certified by the Zambia Medicine Regulatory Authority, safe and good to be used by Zambians.
Okay.
And we have an office at the Great North Road Business Center, just after by Salvation Army, Great North Road Business Center. We have our national office and warehouse.
Beautiful.
So you can visit and be able to learn more, understand more, and even maybe ask questions.
Sure.
But of course, myself, I have an office of Explosion Africa at Lusaka House. Lusaka House is the old NAPSA building, just at the corner of Benbera and Rumumba Road. And in fact, on that, we have 2 offices. One office on the 4th floor of Lusaka House, and the office where I sit on the 6th floor of Lusaka House. Okay. You can visit and be able to ask for any of the leaders of Explosion Africa and be able to get to know more. And of course, if you can still be able to follow up on my social handles, Facebook, Tusiime Urban, we have the Africa Transformation Movement page, it is there. We have the Explosion Africa page, it is there. You can still be able to follow through and be able to learn more about what you're doing, or what we are doing. And of course, to also inform you about the big events that are coming up. Like I said, our mission is to get loud and save Africa. And of course, one of the ways is to organize massive and big events. And on the 21st of September, we have another big one at Lusaka Showground at Duncan Mufura Hall, which also will be taking about 1,000 people. So you can still be able to attend and get to learn more, get to understand more, get to hear these testimonies, get to visit us and ask your questions and so on and so forth. Okay? And of course, if you still have my number, I know later on I'll be given a chance, I can even share my number. You can get in touch if you have any questions. And again, of course, to also give you a chance to see the bigger picture of the AIM Global Group of Companies. We shall have a big event at the Murungushi International Conference Center, KK Wing, on the 31st of October 2025. And on this event, we shall not only share testimonies, we shall not only share lifestyle, we shall not only share the beauty and goodness of what we are doing, but we also have recognitions, amazing testimonies, amazing stories, a chance to interact with people who know what they are doing, who understand what they are doing, entrepreneurs, nutritional health advisors, and so many others, to be able to understand and learn more about all this. So all this, of course, attendance comes with a ticket, and you can be able to get in touch so that you can be able to have your ticket.
All right.
Yes.
That is amazing. I have attended these rallies before, and I tell you, it is colorful and it is beautiful. You all just, this is where you get to see the impact that this company has made and how many people it has touched and how many people it has transformed, both on the health aspect and also on the entrepreneurship aspect. You cannot gather people of that magnitude without impact, without evidence. So it all tells you that there is these things work, and these people, he is a testimony of what this company is able to do and how you can also have a life that is transformed, both your mindset and also your health. It touches on those things that you care about. This is why this company is important, because it looks into the things that we human beings care about, our health and our wealth. So this has been a conversation. It's been a mouthful, and you better like and subscribe so that you get to hear more about this. We'll get to host him at another level. Nutrition is wide, and Victoria's Health Diaries gets to touch on everything that you care about, and that's why we are here every week. And remember, we are airing every Wednesday. So in case you missed, you're wondering when you will hear from us next, it is next Wednesday at 15 hours. So make sure you tune in and get to tell somebody that we are shaking and trying to make sure that Africa explodes with knowledge and with health. Okay, so Sir Aban, it's been an honor hosting you today. Any last words before we wind up?
No, thank you so much, Victoria. First of all, really, I must appreciate you for the job you're doing.
Thank you.
Because the world needs people like you that are willing to put a message of transformation outside there. I know you're putting too much into this, a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of things, and to make sure that the world can get knowledge that can help them get better and build a better life. So really, I must appreciate you so well, and may God really bless everything you're doing. May He give you more grace.
Amen.
May He really give you all the resources you need so that such messages in the Victoria Health Diaries can go on and on, because I know a lot gets to be discussed. And really, given another chance, I would still come. Given a topic, I would still come.
Amazing.
Anytime called on, I'll come, because just like you, we have also decided that we need to move a message of transformation outside into the world. So surely, thank you so much for inviting me here. I'm really so honored. I'm really so glad. And I thank you so much.
We're super grateful. Thank you. I'm honored to hear those lovely sentiments from you. And I'm surely going to prepare another time when we can get to talk more about this. I know you are like a bank of wisdom. How can you move a bank? No. I mean, you're a banker. Okay. You are a banker. You're a computer scientist. How do you just revolutionize and get into this businessman that you are, that is making the kind of impact you're making around Africa? It is no flatter but the truth. So thank you so much for accepting my invitation and for just offloading the wisdom that you have shared with us today. So to you listening as well, I want to thank you for just tuning in today and making sure that you get your weekly dose of wellness wisdom. Till the next one, this is Victoria. Stay healthy and stay passionate.